Good morning, YouTube. I am back today. We are going to do some fun stuff today. We are going to review bubblegum in Kilimanjaro, and we are going to transplant a clone that I did for fun. Let's go ahead and get this shared out. Sorry about that. Gotta get this shared out, and then we will get started with the fun. Oops, that's not what I want. I want to share this on Twitter. Almost done, and we will get this going. Okay, let's get this going. Do I have any place else to share? Almost done, and we will move on. Okay. Hi guys. Hi Michael. Oklahoma is in the house. Yay. We are here today. We are going to do this. We are live. We don't have any wind. It is amazing. Good morning. I am Nicola Dickens with Free My Cure. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am so proud to be here today. We have a little guest here this morning. We are going to transplant this cute little clone into fresh dirt. So we are going to enjoy that. So we have some fresh dirt going on here. We have a nice little clone. Let's check out what we have going on here. We are going to be dabbing some bubblegum and bubblegum Kilimanjaro right here. Look how beautiful this shatter is. So let's go ahead and get it going. How are you guys today? What are you smoking today? Anything good? I know it's unusual that I bring a clone on the show with me, but it is time to do some cloning. I do my cloning different than a lot of people. I clone right in a bucket, and I'll show you guys how I do it in a few moments. Let's do a quick dab of bubblegum and Kilimanjaro. I can't believe that thing landed on its upside. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. How is everybody? Are we doing good? What is up? What are you guys smoking? Anything yummy, yummy? Let's see if I can do two things at once. I am not a very skilled multi-talented. Hey, Clint, how you doing? I am doing much better than yesterday. Whoops. So I don't have the headache going on today, which is amazing. So every time I blink, I can not have this earthquake going on in my head. When that happens, it's a headache plus a blood pressure issue. when I get in pain, my blood pressure rises. Seriously, seriously rises. So I have to be careful when it comes to that blood pressure. I have to really, really watch it. So I'll let the pain go until I see my blood pressure spike to the point of needing to take a blood pressure medication. At that point in time, I will then use over-the-counter pain medication like Tylenol and stuff to try to combat some of the pain, as well as my Rick Simpson oil. That is a huge thing for me on a daily basis to be able to have and be available. I am actually currently out of it, which really blows. I will be getting more here in the next week or so. I have a very good friend, contact, and caregiver coming to see me. So they're going to do a kidnap, and I think I'm going to do a video with them as far as the kidnapping goes. They're going to come kidnap me for the day, and it'll be a lot of fun. To just kind of hang out with them and have a good time. It's a couple of caregivers from Bullhead City that I know, so it'll be neat. We'll have a great time. So let's go ahead and give this baby a taste. Oh, this is another one of those, let's shatter into a million pieces and not go on your little dab tool, because we don't want to. We want to make it as difficult as possible for me to get this video going. So we're going to heat this up a little, just so I can get it to stick to my damn spoon here. Come on. Come on. Okay. So guys, you know the drill. As always, fuck cancer. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. So yummy. Oh, so yummy. That has a very sweet, potent vanilla citrus flavor. The vanilla is more overpowering than the citrus, and then you get that exhale of bubble gum, of almost pure bubble gum. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Yes. Okay, so to continue our wonderful Thankful Dabs episodes here, I'm thankful for all of my friends, and there are many. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit, guys. I do appreciate it. It is tough to be my friend. Sometimes I get, as the pain levels go up, I get really, really irritated. And it's just one of those things that happens. It's a pain thing for me. And my friends have learned to understand, and I'm sorry. But it is difficult when you have as much pain as you go through on a daily basis. On your off days, it's awesome. It's really, really awesome. But I have had friends that have, upset me in certain ways, and for that I do apologize on those days. And I have apologized to all of them because they know that how it is. When you get that pain and you get that kick of opioids on you, you get kind of a chip on your shoulder. You get kind of an attitude. Because you're so irritated. Well, at least I do. I get it with myself because I'm irritated that I have to take them. It irritates the hell out of me if I have to take pain medication of any kind, even if it's just Tylenol and over-the-counter medications. I feel that at this point in time, I should be strong enough to be able to take it on, and I don't all the time. So it's hard. It's hard for all of us that go through this on a daily basis. It really is. So let's talk about Kilimanjaro and bubblegum here real quick. We will do this review, and then we are going to transplant this beautiful little clone here. Let me get her up here so everybody can see. I have her in her cloning state right now. So just to kind of show you a little bit, I'm going to kind of come down here with this little clone. How I do cloning is I actually clone in a container similar to this with dirt. I don't use a cloning station. I then use a regular bucket. It has its nutrients and water and everything into the bottom. I then take a pre-cut lid that fits right onto the bucket. It's the lid that goes to the bucket, just like that. I am in Arizona, and this is actually a CBD plant. It's called AK-47. I took a trimming off of a seeded plant that I have in a tent in there. Yeah. So this is AK-47. Basically, once I clone it, I take a glass Pyrex bowl, a mixing bowl basically, and I just stick it over the top of this so it globes it out. That's all I do. I have cloning gel in there. I have a very specific cloning gel. Hello, Angel. Hey, Gary, how you doing, sweetie? Sorry. I have missed you, my friend. So yeah, we are going to be transplanting this beautiful little AK-47 CBD plant. See how cute she is? She is ready to go in the dirt. I can see, I don't know if you can see in there, you can see a root right here that's coming out. That is a good root. We have a great root ball going in there. So we are going to transplant this beautiful girl here in a moment. So first, let's talk a little bit about Kilimanjaro and bubblegum, because it's so much fun. Bubblegum is an 80-20 indica hybrid. It comes from an Indiana bubblegum and an unidentified indica cannabis strain. I know, crazy, right? So this one came from Arizona Organix. As you guys know, the dispensary I have been featuring for the last month. Whoops. Trying to get to my comments here so I can keep up with you guys. So this is a nice snap and pull. It does shatter. Really, it's not really a snap and pull. It is a shatter. It is a true shatter. This sucker is going to shatter the minute you try to put pressure on it. And that is amazing. I do love a clean, good, golden dab. It is just great. So this is a light golden tan, as you guys can see right here. This strain was taken to Amsterdam in order to clone, to hybridize it, and it took several years to finally come up with a stable bubblegum strain with a typical sweet odor and flavor of bubblegum with that wonderful euphoria. So this one's effects are going to be relaxed, euphoric, happy, uplifting, and creative, as well as medicinally, stress, depression, fatigue, pain, and headaches. The negative, dry mouth, eyes, dizzy, paranoia, and headaches. So we do have those headaches there again, but we do have Kilimanjaro to kind of counter it. I don't have a lot of information on it. However, the information I do have is that it is an 18% THC. It is a 70-30 sativa hybrid strain. This sativa was originally grown in Kilimanjaro near its East Cayenne Hills. The strain was referred to as an elephant flatlanders by Indonesians tribes who grew the strain. The effects of the strain are focused, energetic, uplifted, happy, and relaxed. Medicinally, insomnia, depression, stress, fatigue, pain, dry mouth, dizzy, and paranoia. So there's no headache amongst any of them to be found. So we are on the second. So we are in good shape there. We are getting a nice amount of dab here. I'm just going to have it come right out here and stick it. With these snap and pulls, they are amazing if you take them and you make a little ball out of them while you're doing it. Simply because it's easier to kind of work with. So I'm going to kind of get this going, get this little ball going so I can warm up my banger, and we will hit it again before we dab. Or before we say good day. This is the fun part. Getting it all into the one spot so I can turn it into a circle. Turn it into a booger blob or something. Okay. So as you can see, the snap and pull turns into a really good little circle bob there. Okay, so let's go ahead and heat this puppy up. And then we will get to the transplant for today. I got Insane in the Membrane and Rainmaker. I have not heard of Insane in the Membrane, but I like the sound of that. Guys, don't forget, if you like anything in this video, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My channel is here for educational purposes to help other people understand the use of cannabis and the effects of cannabis. How cannabis affects us on a daily basis. Just to kind of show you that it's really not that scary. For people that have never medicated with cannabis before, it's not a scary thing. It's not like we're doing crack or crystal meth or something and we're wigging out. We're really not. We're just relaxed, comfortable, creative people for the most part. And I want to say creative simply because there are a lot more people that use cannabis than you actually think. They just don't admit to it. I, however, fully admit to it and admit to inhaling. Because I believe in that. I believe in... I'll see you after New Year's, darling. Where you going? I'll be here. I'm always here. I never leave. Okay. So, yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's do this. As always, guys, you're going to Tampa? Gary's, I believe, in Tampa. Fuck cancer, guys. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I actually didn't bring my drink out here with me today. Oh, so yummy. Oh, so yummy. Oh, yeah. So you can actually feel the burn in your chest on this one. This was a little bit bigger of a dab, but you can really feel it. It's not a heavy burn. It's not a horrible burn. It's just really there. The back of your throat will be really sore. It really made me go, oh no, I left my drink inside. I feel bad. Oh, the THC percentage is nice. So yeah, THC percentages on this one are 15 to 19%. That's on flower, guys. Remember that your concentrates are much greater than that. So you're looking between 80 and 90% on some of these concentrates. And I will get those statistics for you too. I totally forgot about giving those to you. I'm so bad. So let's go ahead and transplant this baby. Oh my God, that tastes so good. The burning is gone in my chest. With this dab, I can start feeling the blanket of warmth come over me. It's very relaxing. I can feel my muscles start to relax a little bit. I don't feel that that migraine triggering or anything else. So as far as the bubble gum goes, that Kilimanjaro does cover it really, really well. So when I started all of this morning, I was at a pain level of about 8. Now that I've smoked a couple times, Gary, 76, yeah, to 79. That's on most concentrates. Those percentages go way up because those concentrates are way potent. They are way more potent than regular flower. And that's why a lot of times I am doing the reviews on concentrates instead of flower now, right now, is because I am really needing those concentrates to relax all of this stuff in my abdomen and to calm it down. I do keep getting bladder infections. Cool, but oopsie. Oh, no, I can wait on the drink. Thank you, sweetie. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's get this thing transplanted. That's really what I need to do because I have it out of its little dome. So I got to get it transplanted. Okay, let's do this. So, I have my beautiful little clone here. I have my bucket that I have partially filled with dirt, that have my holes in it. Those holes are very, very important. If you overfeed these plants, you will kill them. There's no doubt in my mind it will happen. So yeah, talk amongst yourselves, please. So I'm going to go ahead and look all the way around here. I do see one good root sticking out that I really need to be careful for. Okay, it's only really that one. So I want to make sure that all of this is going to come out really, really good. All of this is sticking together really well. You guys can see that one little root coming out real good. So now I'm going to take her and place her into this nice and cozy, cozy. I did separate with my fingers a little bit the bottom of that root plant, just so that way it'll start kind of moving through the rest of the dirt a little bit as I sat it down. I can't really show you that, otherwise it'll kind of tear apart and fall apart. So now I have a container of fresh dirt that I've gotten out of my mulch pits. And I'm going to go ahead and gently add the dirt in here, not to, hit the plant or bother the plant in any way. So we're just going to get it all in there. And then I'll show it to you when she's done. Now this is all fresh mulch, so it'll already be pretty good and saturated, pretty good and damp, not saturated. So now I have her nicely bedded into that pot here, as you guys can see. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to take, the same treatment water that it had, and I'm going to pour it over it just so it still has that same water. Then I'm going to turn this pot over just so you guys can see what I'm doing next. And I'm going to set the tray and the plant on top of here. You can kind of see it. Let's see if I can make it any bigger. Is that better? That's kind of better. So now I'm going to take that same lid that I had on it before. I'm going to place it gently over so that I make sure it's not rubbing any part of that plant. So as you can see, it's gone all the way around the plant. It's not touching the plant in any way, so it's not going to harm it. Then I'll take its same dome that it had on it before, and I'm going to place that dome back over it. Now, it's going to keep that dome on it for another couple of weeks just to ensure that it transplants correctly. Then the dome will be removed and she'll continue to grow. In this dome, she's going to flourish really, really well under those lights. Get all that dirt off. So, and that's basically it on a transplant. On transplanting a clone into its first pail. Any questions? Are you guys talking to each other or me? Hold on. Oh! You know what that was? My potting mix is pretty simple. I use Happy Frog dirt. So I'm just going to tell you. Then what it does is it goes outside and it goes into a big bin. In that big bin, it sits there for about a month and a half to 2 months. In that time, I add compost to it. So I take my scraps from all of my leafy vegetables or potatoes, anything like that, breads, and I throw it in my mulch pit. I go out and I turn that mulch pit every day. I add water to it so that it'll compost all of that food. And that's the dirt that I use in my pots. I try to stay completely organic. And that's how all of my plants are started. So, yeah, I will just tell you exactly what I use. So, yeah, get Happy Frog potting mix. It is a little bit, it's a little bit more expensive. You're also going to get a little bit of manure. You're going to want manure in your composting bin. And then you're going to add all your leafy vegetables, all your scraps from your table into that compost pile. Turn it every day, add a little bit of water, and that's how you're going to use, that's your compost. So yeah, good stuff. Hey, can I see? Did you see my picture and what I'm doing wrong? No, I did not see your picture, Gary. What are you using for her minerals? What are you using to feed her? That is an important thing too. If you're going completely organic, you're going to need to find organic fish fertilizer. I personally will use the brand of Alaskan. I like them the best. They are I prefer them. Your lighting again is going to be very, 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 very important. So make sure, and it's going to have to be a consistent 18 hours of consistent good lighting. Okay? And that's hard if you're doing it outside. Outdoor plant. How can I envy you, Christy? I'm in the Bronx, New York City. You're going to have to get lighting in the Bronx and New York City on the outside. Are you doing it rooftop? How are you doing it in your window? How are you doing? Because you're going to have to get that consistent lighting. Without that consistent lighting, you're not going to do very well. Inside, I personally have a grow tent. This is a CBD plant, so that's how it works. Plus, I live in a very rural area. So, yeah. The way that Arizona works, I'm within the legalities of the state. So, yeah. Any other questions? I am happy to answer. You want about 2,000. You want through 2,000. You want more than. I mean, I'm using over 20,000. Not volts, but lumens. That's where you're going to want to look at. You're going to want to look at your lumens more than you're going to want to look at your volts. I also use LED, so I don't create heat when my lights are on. And you can find those lights pretty inexpensively. So I recommend looking, on different places to get those. Use the one you get out of your fish tanks. That actually would work as long as you could keep that. I mean, if it's only one plant and you're in a small enough area that light can focus on that plant. So like a really tiny grow box or something. It depends on how big your fish tank was. But for the most part, yeah, like a really small, like tinfoil box would be good, to be honest with you, because that's going to be reflective. But you have to remember you're going to have to get circulation in there because that light is going to create heat. You're also going to have to remember to make sure to turn that plant all day long or get that light correct or however you're doing it. But there's a bunch of ways of working on your lights, and here soon I will do a couple of shows to show you how I do my lighting system in my grow tent. So yeah, I'd be happy to show you guys some of that. Is any other questions before we shut this down for today? So, sorry, I have to wear gloves when I work with my dirt simply because I'm allergic to it. I know, crazy, right? Something about it. There's something in the regular dirt that I have an issue with. So I'll actually break out. So I have to use gloves. It's kind of weird. Go figure. So, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad to answer your questions. I will start a new series up on the grow tent and showing you guys what I'm working on and how it's coming, because I got quite a few things going on in there right now. So I will do that. Much love, mad respect. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.